Good morning, everyone on YouTube. So I'm back with a video, and today I thought I would talk about my experience with meeting Sam and Colby. Like, what? I went to the Boston, Massachusetts show, and I just thought, why not record a video explaining like how everything went, how they were, like what happened, and doing a little sneaky stuff at the show. But yeah, and along the way I will insert like videos and pictures from the show and like experience wise and everything. So yeah, let's get on with that. Let's do it. So to start off, I had to wake up at 6:50 in the morning. I knew that I had to leave like pretty early because I live about an hour and a half away from where the show was taking place, and funny thing, my GPS had been acting up beforehand, and I was like, okay, so I'm definitely gonna leave early just in case my GPS decides to freak out along the way. I can have time to pull over and still make it to the show at a reasonable time. I had VIP and we were scheduled to go in at like 12, but I left my house at 8 to get there super early. And then like people were telling me that we got in at 10, so I was like, wow, I'm gonna be actually kind of late, but whatever. So I left my house at 8 and got there like to the line around like 9:15ish, and I was the first one there. I was so surprised because I did see a couple girls that I knew that were going to the show because I could just like tell. They were like waiting on the other side of the street. I was the first one to stand in line because I think I was the only one that knew where to stand. I've been to that venue before, so I stood in the spot and I was waiting for one of my friends because I met this girl on Twitter and she was coming to the same show, and we were both going alone, so we were gonna just hang out there together so that we weren't like totally completely alone the whole time. And then while I was waiting in line, another girl came. Her name was Abby, and me and her became pretty good friends too. Like being the first people in line, we were like, okay, let's be friends. Let's do this experience together. She was by herself too, so we made a trio. And then people started to line up and everything, and like it started to get pretty packed. And a lady came out who worked at the venue and was like, oh wow, people are kind of really early, but does anyone want water or anything, because we're not supposed to let you guys in until like 11:45, or that's for all access VIP. And we were like, okay. She was the nicest lady who worked at a venue I've ever met before. Like, she just was so like, she knew everything. She knew what she was talking about. She knew pretty much all the answers to every question that we had. And so while we were waiting in line, these two girls came up and they said that they were bloggers and that they were doing interviews with people, and they asked who the first person in line was, and that was me. So they did like a little interview with me. I don't know when that's going up or like where that's going up because they didn't really tell us, but they told us they would like Twitter message us like what it was and everything. So still waiting on that, but I'll keep you updated on that. And so then around 11:30 they split up all access VIP from everyone else, and they just moved them to like a different side next to the door, and they got all of their stuff like that comes with having all access VIP. And then they got to go in around like 11:50ish. They were supposed to go in 11:45, but they were running a little late, which was fine. And so then we were all waiting out there, and then they came out and put out signs for where VIP and general admission would be split up, and they messed up the signs a little bit, so they had to like switch them around a bit. But me and my friend were like right at the beginning of the line anyway, so either way we could just like hop to the either side and still be in front. And so then we waited there for a little bit, and then it got to like 12:30, 12:40ish, something like that, and they said, okay, VIP, we're gonna start letting you in. And they gave us these wristbands to show that we were VIP. We got the white ones. All Access had purple, and then like general admission, they had like different colors for them. They had like red, orange, pink, green, like a few different colors for them. And so they were letting VIP in, go in like 20 at a time, so that we had a certain amount of time to be with them. And so we go in. They gave me my wristband, they gave me the lanyard, and they walked us down these steps, and I could see across the room. I just could see Sam over there in his bright yellow shirt, and I was like, oh my god, like they are right there. They are legitimately right there. And I couldn't like contain myself like at all.
Yeah, he is.
Judy, you don't say that out loud.
Wait, so should I give that woman the Polaroid?
I see Colby. I see you.
Where?
I see you.
Oh my god!
It was a moment. Let's just say it was a moment. They had to check our bags, obviously. So they like checked my bag, and then they were like, okay, wait here, and then we'll bring the first 20 people over to meet them and everything. And I was like, okay. I looked at my friends. I was like, I'm not going first. So one of my friends went first, and then I went second. It was my turn. And the lady was like, okay, like I'll take your phone now. And I was like, could you record a video for me, like on my phone, of me meeting them? Like, is that something that can happen? And she was like, oh yes, of course. And so she swipes to record the video, and I walk up and I hugged Sam, and I was like, oh my god. He was like, hi, how are ya? And I was like, I am great now. I am so great now. And then I went over and hugged Colby, and he was like, whoa, I love your hair. And I was like, I did this for you, because I got my hair dyed this color like 2 days ago. And I was freaking out, and I hugged them, and they smelled so good. For anyone wondering, yes, they smell amazing. And so then I was like, for the picture, could you like kiss me on both my cheeks, like whatever? And they were like, yeah, of course, whatever. And so I get ready, and all of a sudden I just feel like them on my cheeks, and I was like, oh my god. But like I had to smile for a picture, so I like couldn't be reacting to them like kissing my cheeks. So I just sat there and I was like, okay.
What's up? How are you doing? I like your hair. Of course, yeah. Sure.
Alright, you want video and a little picture? Alright. She's got video. She wants video, so we're doing video. Alright.
So then after that, they were like, okay, we'll talk to you in a second, because like after 20 people went through, then they'd go and sign stuff for everyone. So they went through and everything. My friend had these gifts for them, and she was so excited to give it to them, and I was so excited for her to give them to them. And so we waited, and then they came over to sign stuff, whatever. And I was wearing a shirt that said good vibes, like right here on the neckline. My friend went up and got stuff signed, and then it was my turn, and I was like, hi again, and they were like, hello. And then they signed my poster that I got for being VIP. Like, they signed that, and then Sam was like, oh, what does your shirt say? And I was like, good vibes. And he was like, it's always a good vibe here. And I was like, you are correct, my friend. Like, yes, it's always good vibes around Sam and Colby, of course. And so then I hugged them and took a selfie with each of them, which I'll put in the video here. So then they told us to go wait down where the stage was, and so we were. And then my friend Abby, she brought these vanilla wafer cookies, and the way that the where the people were meeting them was set up was like you could see the backs of them, And so there was like Colby's water bottle was like right next to his like feet. And so my friend took a cookie and went and put it on top of his water bottle. I have the video of that. Insert that there.
You guys just let me do it.
And she put it in his water bottle and just waited to see what he would do if he went and if he noticed it. And then after a while of him not noticing it, she was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. And so she grabbed the whole bag of the vanilla wafers and put them next to Colby's feet and again just waited. And finally we got his reaction to it, and I'll put that there. He got so excited about it though. It was so cute. And I didn't even like think to look at the pictures that I took with them, and so I finally did after this girl was showing me her pictures too. And I noticed that like Colby's face was kind of blurry in the picture, and I was a little upset about that. I was like, oh, what the heck? Like I kind of want it to be a better picture, you know? And so to this girl's picture came out like a lot blurrier than mine. And she was like, maybe if I go ask if they can retake it, they will, like all that. And so she went up when like the last few people of VIP were going up. And the lady was like, oh yeah, just hop in line, we can redo that for you, it's whatever. And I saw her do that, so I ran up with her and I was like, yep, me too, my picture's blurry too. And I hopped in line with her, and then we went through and took another picture with them, and this one came out so much better, thankfully. Insert that here. And so then I went back down and the show went on, and they were so cute. There was a few like funnier moments in it, that's for sure. Like they came on and talked a little bit, and then they had some fans come up and do like who knows them better, like something like that, where they had a whiteboard and they'd be like, oh, who's more likely to do this or who's more likely to do that, and they just write down the answer. And then they'd be like, when we play girls, what are their names, like all that stuff. And it's like Colleen and Samantha. Like then after that they did like on Twitter, they had people ask questions through Twitter, and so they answered some of those, and throughout that there was a few funny moments in that, and I'll try and put some of those videos in of those specific funny moments.
What? What's going on? Oh my god. Wow, I'm glad I did that in front of 500 people. Crotch level, dude. No big deal. I just went to the bathroom, okay? Sorry.
And so then, since we had VIP, my friend said she got an email that said we get to meet them before and after the show, which makes sense, because like then what would be the difference between general admission and VIP? Like I get the difference between VIP and all access VIP, like they get more stuff, like they paid more money, I get that, but like what would the difference be from general admission to VIP? Because it's just like you meet them before instead of after. Like there wasn't a big difference. At the end of the show, one of the ladies came on and she was like, okay, so now we're gonna start the general admission meet and greets. So if you had all access VIP, like stay up front. VIP, we're sorry to say our time with you is done. You may leave over at the exit, and we'll see you again sometime soon. And general admission will start lining you up based on your wristband color. And me and my friends looked at each other and we were like, we're not leaving? We're not leaving, because that just doesn't seem fair. It doesn't seem like right. And so we waited there and we were watching as all access went through and met them. We were specifically looking to see how closely they were checking wristbands, because obviously our wristband color was different from general admission. And so we kind of hopped in the line and we threw on like our hoodies that we had just bought at the merch table. And so we threw those on, and it covered up our wrists and like the lanyards that we got so that they wouldn't see it. But we were still nervous of the lady that worked there because she would recognize me. Like, I have blue hair. That's kind of not hard to miss. So we hopped in line, and I was nervous that the lady was gonna see us, but then right before we were about to go up to like see them again, she walked away, and I was like, oh, my moment has come. And so we went up and met them again, and I hugged Sam and I hugged Colby, and he was like, hello again, and I was like, so you recognize me, all right? But he didn't say anything, because like, why would he? But he knew that it was. And so we met them again, and then me and my friends left and went and got McDonald's or something, and then I had to drive home, which was a little easier but a little hectic at the same time. But overall, Sam and Colby tour, totally worth it. It was quite the experience to have, finally meeting Sam and Colby after watching their videos for years, and like, they've inspired me so much to like go out and do stuff that I wouldn't normally do, like go, like they say, going beyond the norm. And it was just kind of funny because they always are like, oh, we're doing sneaky things, we're sneaking into places and doing all this stuff, and I was like, well, I just snuck into your general admission meet and greet, so I'm taking your advice here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me talking about my experience with meeting Sam and Colby. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna leave below one of my friend's channels because she's gonna be doing a video on it too. But yeah, like and subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff to see more pictures, videos of concerts and stuff that I go to, because there's gonna be a few more coming in the next 2 weeks. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.